For me, education has been the pathway to not only my success, but also to enriching my life.
As Vice President for Instruction at the University of Arizona, Juan Garcia enjoys the riches that education has provided. He has a comfortable life, but he doesn't forget his roots and vows to keep working to fix the broken pipeline.
I get frustrated with Arizona, but you know, you can't base your view on a state on the actions of a few willful individuals. That when you look across the state, there are people who have similar values and beliefs.
Garcia found like-minded souls in an unlikely gold mine, disadvantaged kids staking a claim on their birthright with the help of the image of God and a pair of Episcopal priests.
My big idea was to combine the two passions of my life, which are justice with education.
Reverend Susan Anderson Smith found a partner in Reverend Ann Sawyer, and together they combined their mutual passions in 2004 to establish a middle school that offers private school education to those who can't afford it, with the belief that turning losers into winners can produce the maximum return over the long term. The parochial model serves as a platform for educational reform, and students like Daniel Suaso get the message.
All the teachers is nice, and they'll help you when you need help, and if you get in trouble, they'll punish you, but they won't be that mean to you.
The priests set up a middle school in Tucson's historic heart with just 5 students. Today, enrollment stands at 38, and all students must qualify for low-income standards of free or reduced meals. Imago Dei School operates 10 hours a day, 6 days a week, 11 months a year, and provides a teaching ratio of 10-to-1. In this setting, students want for nothing.
It is a dreadful business model in the sense that we spend virtually every dollar every year.
Dreadful in the respect that the school raises up to $18,000 each year for each student, a number more than double the per-pupil cost the state of Arizona pays. Reverend Ann Sawyer knows she can't sustain this business model, but expects the numbers to change as the middle school reaches full enrollment and fundraising leads to creation of an endowment. Students provide the value added.
I would just be happy if people set their differences aside and just be together and just don't let those differences get in between them and just appreciate their differences.
Sahara Kasimu arrived in Tucson from Kenya in 2003 and found rough terrain in learning language and customs, but found a good fit at Imago Dei. The vision works for her. It also works for Esmeralda Bolaños, who came to Imago Dei from a large middle school where she found opportunity lost.
At my other schools, when the schools entered a competition, you probably wouldn't know about it because it's such a big school that they can't tell everybody about what's going on, and not everybody can join in it, and you wouldn't know about it until they had won or they told about the outcome of the project, and you're all, oh man, I wish I could have entered that.
That lesson found application in perseverance when the entire student population put their noggins to work. They built a model of the school of the future, a structure incorporating greenhouses, water harvesting, and solar energy based on solid research mined from local authorities and from students in developing countries. In May of 2009, the team traveled to Washington, D.C. to present at the School of the Future Design Competition, sponsored by the Council of Educational Facility Planners International and more than 35 other public and private institutions. And guess what? They won. First place. Imagine. Fledgling school, 38 students, big dog in the yard.
To imagine the impact that the students are going to have in the lives of their families and their neighborhoods and this town. I mean, they're gonna turn this place upside down.
As a scholar of history, Garcia sees the forest in spite of the trees, and it boils down to this: simple economics, cost-benefit analysis. Either this society pays for quality education, or we pay for the problems that arise from the lack of it.
That's what's at stake. It's not the dollar amount of education, but what the cost is if we fail to provide a quality education to people.
In a just society, we operate by rules, and though the golden rule is not specific to any religion, in that we all should dish out what we expect to receive, it really begs the question. Since Imago Dei translates into image of God, what do you think she would want?